What is an API endpoint and why is it important? API endpoints are the final touchpoints in the API communication system. These include server URLs, services, and other specific digital locations from where information is sent and received between systems. API endpoints are critical to enterprises for two main reasons. Security. API endpoints make the system vulnerable to attack. API monitoring is crucial for preventing misuse. Performance. API endpoints, especially high-traffic ones, can cause bottlenecks and affect system performance. How to secure a REST API. All APIs must be secured through proper authentication and monitoring. The two main ways to secure REST APIs include authentication tokens. These are used to authorize users to make the API call. Authentication tokens check that the users are who they claim to be and that they have access rights for that particular API call. For example, when you log into your email server, your email client uses authentication tokens for secure access. API keys. API keys verify the program or application making the API call. They identify the application and ensure it has the access rights required to make the particular API call. API keys are not as secure as tokens, but they allow API monitoring in order to gather data on usage. You may have noticed a long string of characters and numbers in your browser URL when you visit different websites. This string is an API key the website uses to make internal API calls. How to create an API. Due diligence and effort are required to build an API that other developers will want to work with and trust. These are the 5 steps required for high-quality API design. Plan the API. API specifications, like OpenAPI, provide the blueprint for your API design. It is better to think about different use cases in advance and ensure the API adheres to current API development standards. Build the API. API designers prototype APIs using boilerplate code. Once the prototype is tested, developers can customize it to internal specifications. Test the API. API testing is the same as software testing and must be done to prevent bugs and defects. API testing tools can be used to strength test the API against cyber attacks. Document the API. While APIs are self-explanatory, API documentation acts as a guide to improve usability. Well-documented APIs that offer a range of functions and use cases tend to be more popular in a service-oriented architecture. Market the API. Just as Amazon is an online marketplace for retail, API marketplaces exist for developers to buy and sell other APIs. Listing your API can allow you to monetize it.